Okay, so in today's installment, we're going to try, we moved the camera in a little closer to an ideal position, and we're going to try putting a second coat of butternut yellow on this 69 Chevy Nova. The paint is from Model Car World, and thoroughly mixed. I've got into the habit of always wiping my threads off. As the cleaner it is now, the cleaner it will be later. Now we'll put some of our paint into our airbrush bottle. Wipe the threads off again. And put our paint away. Then we'll add some thinner. And please don't tell me there's such a thing as an exact ratio with this. There isn't. We're just looking to mix it to roughly the consistency of milk. And that will be about it. Put the excess thinner back into the container. Wipe my pipette off. And put the cap back on the thinner. Then give our thinner, our paint and thinner mixture a good mixing. I've been told I should be shaking the heck out of it, but I've yet to find a cap that I can put on here that will let me do that. So I resort to stirring for quite some time. But that looks about right. Check our mixture against the inside of the bottle, and that looks about right too. Wipe our pipette off, which seems to have ingested some of the paint mixture this time. Oh well. We can do something about that. The cap onto our airbrush, the siphon cap on. Check my compressor and see that we're at the 10 to 12 pounds as recommended. And we are. So then we'll have at it. Put the bottle onto the airbrush, check our spray, and put a coat on to the hood, making sure that our airbrush is very close to the hood, an inch, maybe two. Start our spray pattern offside, and gently work our finish on. The angle may be inconvenient to you, but the object of doing it like this is you have to be able to watch the gloss go onto the surface as you apply it. The smoother you are now, the smoother it will be later for the clear coat, and well, that's the general idea. You're going to see that this being typical butternut yellow from Model Car World, in that it dries extremely fast to a, well, I wouldn't say flat finish, but not far from it. I've noticed that their Mopar Lemon Twist will dry to a flat finish, which works for me for applying a clear coat. All I worry about with the color is making sure there's sufficient color on that I can polish out anything that needs to be polished, hopefully as little as possible. And that will let me apply a smooth clear coat. about that, guys, but I haven't quite convinced myself that I need to spend $500 on a quiet air compressor. However, we will get several minutes of peace, or at least relative peace, while we use up the first 20 pounds before the compressor kicks back in to fill the tank again. You'll notice that in the meantime that I've painted the hood from all four directions, making sure to get all the edges angles possible. I don't know if this really makes a difference, but that's how I do it. Now I'm going to take it out of your, well, not so much out of your view, but get it to a slightly better angle for me, so I can put on one more. That was a little too much. Put on one more slightly wetter coat. Before we move on to the body, which I probably won't be showing you simply because this is a trial. If you can do it to the hood, you can do it to the body too. Alright, so we'll see what you guys think of this one, and we'll see you next time.